I don't see you.
You don't see me because I just came on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to EMC live stream. Up first, as always, is our warm ups. We're going to be doing some warm ups today, but I have a special guest with us. His name is Victor. Say hello, Victor.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the show. We'll get to know Victor in a little bit, but first, we're going to do some warm ups. So let's get back to that warm up. The first one we're going to do is one of my favorites, the spot the differences. So if you see any differences, let me know in chat and we'll circle them for you. If not, Mr. Victor, maybe you can find some and give us a hint.
Okay, let
He's looking
me
hard.
1 second.
If you see one, you can give us a hint. We do have a viewer. Hello.
So far, it's a good. It's a good. Oops. It's a good test. Hmm. And
Okay.
yes, I can see one difference on the bottom. Can you see me? Then grab this. It's it's in the right on
You
the
see
right
one?
side.
You see
There
one
is
on the right-hand side? Awesome.
yes, I can see one on the right side. There is an extra head on the extra tail actually on the
An extra bit of
bottom fish.
tail
Yes,
right
that's
there. Yes,
one.
I see it.
Hmm.
Awesome.
But we need to find six.
Yeah, we have to find 6 of them. So if you're here in chat, awesome. We got a viewer, AOL, 6 flowers instead of 5. That's right. So we've got an
One.
extra flower up here that is
This
missing on this side. Great job
this
in chat.
two differences. Now, okay,
4 more to find. Where could they
we
be?
we need four more. Yes, of course. Hmm.
Victor's looking very, very closely.
Yes, I'm trying hard.
Okay. Where could they be? I'm guessing there's at least one more with the flowers.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at right now.
And then at least one more on the fish.
That's a good guess.
We got another viewer. Welcome. We're looking for 6 differences here. If you can see one, please let us know in the chat there. Describe it. We'll circle it when we get there. Victor, did you find one yet? Can you give
Not
a hint?
yet.
Not yet. I made it
Not
too hard
yet.
for Victor.
Yes.
Victor's our co-host today.
Mhm. Maybe,
One flower is
maybe.
missing some marks inside. That is correct. Great job in chat.
Then we have three differences.
Those 3. That's 3
Mhm.
differences. That leaves us with 3.
Okay, one is on the fish, at least. Should be one more. I can see one more on the top fish.
On the top
It-
fish, what's the difference there,
Yes,
Victor?
on the head, there is like an extra thing picking up on the right side, which is not on the left side.
The,
Yes, right here.
yeah,
That
we're considering
is
this one change here. The whiskers are
yes.
missing on these koi fish,
Mm-hmm.
stylish
So
koi fish. Excellent. Also had that in chat. Very good.
So we need two more.
Two more? Let's do it. Keep looking hard, Victor.
Yes.
We're counting that one as one, so there's
Ah,
two left.
only as one? What a disappointment. Okay. So we need two more.
There's a pink mark on one of the fish. Pink mark on one of the fish. That's
Right
right.
here on the top fish. There
It's
is
missing.
mark here.
All the
5.
scales there. Awesome. Only one left. Let's see if we can find it.
Any hints?
Any hints? There's one more on the fish. One more on one of the fish.
So let me analyze the bottom fish, and maybe somebody at the same time analyze the top fish to find the
Maybe it's the top fish, maybe it's the bottom fish.
Yes, I'm concentrating on the bottom fish right now.
From the bottom fish. Okay, my final hint is forehead. Forehead.
Whiskers are there. Second fish.
I have to switch colors, I think. Make it stand out more. Okie dokie. I'm going to reveal it was on the bottom fish. Yes, one of them has markings on its head. Thank you, Anishka.
Wow.
These
that was
markings are missing on the right fish, the right version. We found all 6. Great job, everybody. Okay, warm-up number 2. That was just a visual warm-up. Give us time to have some people join us. Today we're going to talk more mathy now with this warm-up. We're going to be looking to figure out how much this alien here, how much he weighs in gold bars. And we can see him over here on this mobile. So pretend this is hanging from the ceiling over a baby's crib, and everything's balanced. It's nice and flat. So that means that the weights are equal across their pivot points. So what's one thing I can tell right away? Chat is disabled on my screen. 1 second. I might have to re-pop it out. Pop out. Bring back OBS. Okay. Can we see both hosts? Currently not with the screen share. Still working on that one. You can see us. You can see us together. 1 second. I just got to get this chat working again. So Victor, why don't you share what you can tell? You can draw on the screen on Zoom too, of course. You can run this slide, okay? While I fix the chat.
Okay. So what can we see here? How would I, how can I write here? 1 second. So what do we see here? That we have on these balance scales, we have 3 blue pieces and 1 red piece on the left side of the scale. And we have a pentagon on the right side of the scale. So does it mean that they have to be equal to each other in weight? A pentagon to the one heart and three blue pieces there. And then
You can draw, sir,
how?
on Zoom, just like you're a guest.
I don't.
So in the bottom corner of the Zoom share, there's probably
Yes,
a pencil.
I don't see it
Okay.
here.
So I think he's
Yes,
talking about this section here.
yes. So I grab. How can I grab the pencil? No. Can I grab? Yes, now I can grab the pencil. So I think that this should be equal to this one in weight, because if they are maybe not, because here we have the red heart also. So probably we can say that the difference between those two. So if we have a heart here, that means that this is an extra heart on that scale comparing to this scale, right? So if I add this heart here,
Well, the
what
blue,
would
someone's saying the blue things are equal to the green thing,
the
but the heart
blue?
isn't.
Yes.
Yeah, this heart though isn't. It isn't with the gold bars.
Mm-hmm.
It's with the. It's with the clouds.
Mm-hmm. So that means. So do we have any help from the chat people? From the people in the chat?
Aha! I found it.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. They just said that the heart isn't equal to the blue things are equal to the green thing. That's what they think so far.
They think that this equal to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a heart here, but this is an extra heart here versus this one, right?
Yeah, I think I got the chat
How would
working.
it like this? So let's clean probably this and start over again. Any suggestions?
Okay, I'm coming back in here. So basically, this pivot point says that these two sides are equal. So what can
So
I
one,
replace these three clouds with?
you can replace it with a heart.
I can replace it with a heart.
Yes. So you
Well,
can
let's
put
just
the heart
replace
here.
that with a heart.
Mhm. Now
Now
we
we
have
know that we've got, based on this pivot point, what can I say?
from this and that pivot point, you can say that the pentagon equal to gold plus heart, but two gold
Yeah,
is two hearts,
the
right?
dark green pivot point says that the pentagon is 2 bars and a heart.
Yes. And but at the same time, we can say that two gold bars equal two hearts, right?
Yeah, from our dark blue here.
Yes.
We have 2 hearts on this side of it. and 2 bars on this side of it.
Yeah, so we can say that 1 bar equal 1 heart.
1 bar is equal to 1 heart. So let's just replace everything with gold bars instead.
Mhm.
That's a gold bar. That's a gold bar. We got 2 gold bars here and a gold bar here.
Here. And then we can replace this pentagon with 3 gold bars as well.
We can replace the pentagon with how many?
3.
3.
1,
Why
2,
3?
and 3. Because they are equal. They are balanced. 1 pentagon balanced with 3 gold bars, as we established, right?
Yep.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Awesome. Okay.
And yes, okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
we have So we have 1, 2, 3 gold bar on that side and 3 gold bars on the left side, and
Yep.
that basically gives us the answer.
Okay. What's our answer? How much does the alien weigh?
And what do you think?
What do I think? I'm just
Yes.
I'm just the host. No.
So you don't think?
No, I'll help.
Yeah.
Well, we count how many bars we have on each side. We have 1, 2, 3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5.
6 on the left,
Uh-huh.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the
6.
right.
Mm-hmm.
It's equal.
Yeah.
So what does the alien weigh?
It shouldn't weigh anything.
It weighs nothing.
Yeah.
So the
It just
alien weighs 0 gold bars.
It was a connection point with no weight on it.
There's no weight on it. Yeah. Now, in real physics, the where they are located would change it a bit, but we're using a little bit. I did trick you. Yes, I did. I tricked you good. Okay. Awesome job, team. So, coming up now, we're going to have our chat with Victor. Get to know Mr. Victor here. So, let's transition here. Okay. Victor, you're going to have to move a little to the right.
To the right. This way?
The other right. I mean your left.
The other
Sorry.
right.
Yep.
Oh, it's left to me. Okay.
Okay. And go a little bit backwards.
Like that. Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. Hello, Victor. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And
How's
hope
your
everything
day?
is going fine.
How's your day going?
My day is going excellently. Nice weather in Massachusetts.
It is. I'm in Massachusetts too. Whereabouts are you?
Yes. Yeah, I am near Boston in Massachusetts,
Me too.
the outskirts of Boston, and we passed all the rain, and we are looking forward to a nice weekend.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of rain over the last few days, but awesome. So, Victor, just to get everybody to get to know you a bit, where are you from, and how did you find out, or how did you get interested in math?
That's a good question. So I was born in Ukraine many years ago, and from my childhood I was interested in math. Somehow was I was really liking it
Yep.
since my early years in school, and I graduated from the special school with extra learning of physics and math in Odessa. And then I traveled to Moscow, and I graduated from a university in Moscow. And then I worked for this Institute of Science, a research institute for the solid state physics near Moscow as a research engineer, and I honed my math skills there. And at some point, when time came, I emigrated to the United States, and I continued my quest in science. I worked for the research and development department for many years, and so my whole life connected to math.
Very
and
cool.
STEM.
So,
Yes.
if you're allowed to say anything, are there any big projects you worked on that needed some difficult math to solve that you can share?
Oh yeah.
Something people might know about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was working in designing instruments. Basically, we were designing gas analyzers, and then later on, we were also designing the pollutant analyzers. And basically, too many basically here.
That's okay.
So we were designing instruments, and I was writing algorithms how to calculate from the signal which instrument collects through the different technologies, how to convert it to the real representation of concentrations. And every instrument is only as good as you can calibrate it.
Yep.
Because it's very important to calibrate the instrument correctly. So we know that when we measure zero gas, it really reads zero. And when we are reading, for example, gas, which produces some measurements, we have to read it correctly. So before we measure unknown, we measure known. So we supply the instrument, for example, with the gas with a known concentration, and we make it to read it. And also, why is it complicated? Because it also depends on a lot of external factors, such as ambient temperature, ambient pressure, and other components. So you have to make it work in an equation so it works together and produce the right result. And so basically that was my work. To write those algorithms, to design how the instrument should be calibrated, the sequence of calibration, what do you calibrate first, what do you calibrate next. Sometimes there is a cross reading between different, because there is not only one gas in our atmosphere, so sometimes gas interact with each other and they can throw our calculations and our measurements off. So you have to calculate for all of that. So as you can imagine, it creates quite a complex algorithm to work with to produce the right measurements. And basically that's what I was doing.
Very cool.
In my life working for the research and development department.
And I understand you're also a teacher here at EMC. So how did you find out about EMC, and what's your favorite type of class so far?
Well, how I found about the EMC, because my grandkids were going to this very similar school, and through my grandkids and the teachers, I connected with their teachers and I talked to them, and they introduced me to the engaging math circles. And then I connected with you guys, and that's how it started. And I really enjoy working with the kids and talk to them and teach them. And I like all the circles and all the levels and all the tasks there. So I don't have my favorite circle. And also I enjoy communicating with kids, talking to them, find out what they're doing, how they're doing, and how they spend their free time. And so it's not only learning, it's also socializing with kids, which makes it
Sure.
great.
Yeah,
It makes my day. Every class makes my day.
that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So also, um, oh, I had a question, a follow up, and I lost it. I'm sorry. So
That happens.
it happens. So you have been teaching how long with BMC?
Mm, for more than 2 years now, 2.5 years now.
Hmm. And you said you
Really.
had grandkids. How many
Yes.
grandkids do you have?
Well, I have three, and two also is with the EMC.
Yes, I
They
believe
learn.
I taught one of
Yes.
your grandkids, didn't I?
Yes, I think you taught Mira
I
last
did.
year. Not this year, but the previous year.
Yep.
Yes.
How has
Hmm.
she enjoyed her next circle?
Very much. They both enjoying it. That's why they
Awesome.
stay with the school, right? If they
Yep.
wouldn't enjoy it, they wouldn't stay, right?
Awesome.
Well, there are so many different opportunities here. We are staying with the EMC. That means that we like them very much.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And we're looking forward to the next year to continue. I as a teacher and my grandkids as students.
yes. That's the thing we love about EMC is that once you found us and once you get used to us, you get hooked on us. There's we have a lot of fun ways of teaching math and discovering math. So uh, yeah, awesome. Thanks, Victor, for getting to know you a little bit. And
And can I add one thing? And
yeah,
also we're trying not to make it very serious. We're trying to play games and
yeah,
make it fun and enjoyable for everybody. And we listen to students and play games which they suggest as well. So
absolutely.
a lot involved in that. We're trying to make it every lesson, at least I am trying to make it fun for my students.
Hmm. Does anyone in chat have a question for Victor before we move on to our next segment? Or maybe even a question for me?
No questions
Nothing yet? But
yet?
there's like a
Maybe
20-second
later.
delay between when I ask and when they
Oh,
hear me.
mhm.
So
I see.
it was so cool to get to know you, Victor, said one of the
Yes,
chat
it's my
people.
pleasure.
Okay. I think unless we can hop back to the question later, so uh I think we're
I'm
gonna
available for the duration of this lesson, so feel free to
Yep.
ask me anything.
Oh, how old are your grandkids? There we go.
Okay. They are 9 and 7 years old.
9 and 7. Awesome.
Yeah.
So there must be twins there, or or two grandkids that were born in the same year. Because you said you had three grandkids, but you only gave two
No,
ages.
the other one is younger, so she's not, she's not at the age she can participate in the EMC.
Nice,
She's only 3 years old, so we are waiting for a couple of more years
nice.
to
Our guest
introduce
is
her to
10.
maths.
Our guest
What?
said they're 10, so
Yeah,
they're about the same age as your grandkids.
yeah.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Okay, very cool. Let's get into our next segment then. So we're going to be jumping over to here we go. Problem solving. Well, let's
Ooh,
get into problem solving with a geometry style problem. Victor, can you read this out for us all?
of course. Practice area of rectilinear shapes. Aaron's living room has the measurements shown in the figure below. All angles are right angles. What is the total area of Aaron's living room? Let's calculate that.
Okay, so we have the
And
dimensions given,
yes,
and we've got to
let's.
find the total area.
Mhm. And
Okay.
who knows what is a rectilinear? means.
That's a great question. What does rectilinear mean? Anybody in chat know what that means? You can write out your definition while we try to figure out how we can find the area. So today we are focused on levels 4, 5, and 6. So grades 4, 5, and 6. Grade 4 might find this a little challenging. Grade 5 should find this normal. Grade 6 will find it pretty easy. We are hoping. It's like a rectangle, like with right angles. Like a rectangle, but with right angles. Yeah. So it looks like a rectangle, but we've got right angles chopped out of it. We've got a right angle, we got another rectangle chopped out of the rectangle. So that's one way of thinking about it, absolutely. Got a bit of lag on my screen here. Okay, so we've chopped out a rectangle. From a rectangle, we get a rectilinear shape. But I could chop out more. I could chop out another one here, or I could chop out another one here, and it'll still be rectilinear what's left if I took these out as well. Okay, so anything that's got right angles only is called rectilineal. That was a great question, Victor. Okay, but how are we going to find the area? How do I find the area of a rectangle? Anyone know how to find the area of a regular rectangle? Victor, do you remember?
Oh, I can. We have actually a few ways how to calculate that. And we also can find the easiest way. And for me, the easiest way would be to find the area of the big rectangle, like this. And then all what we have to do is just subtract the small rectangle, which is located here. And then gives us the area of the whole rectangle, the answer to our question. That would be the answer to our question, right? So what would be the area of a big rectangle?
What is the area of that bigger one?
If we call this side L, length, and the other side we call width, the area of the rectangle is, if you remember, everybody remembers it's length multiplied by width.
Length times width.
And
okay, so for us, that's going to be 21 feet times 12 feet.
So how would we multiply 21 by 12?
Well, don't you know your 21 times tables, Victor?
21 tables? I don't remember, but I know how to multiply.
You know how to multiply,
a few different ways. I can multiply a few different ways.
There are a few different ways we can do it. Yeah, absolutely.
For example, we can multiply 21 by 10 and then add 21 multiplied by 2. And that would be the answer to our question, which is supposed to be quite easy, right? 21 by 10. 21 by 10, we just write 21 and add 0 to the end. And then, if we say 21 multiplied by 10, it's very easy to multiply by 10 on 100 or 1000. We just add zeros to the number. So this is 210. And I believe that everybody can multiply 21 by 2, which is 21 plus 21, which is equal 42, right? 21 plus 21. Therefore, our multiplication produces the result of 252.
252 is the whole circle. Yeah, I'm checking that out, Anishka. I don't know why the chat is stopped updating. Let me pop it in and out again. Sometimes that fixes it. And you got it correct. They agree with your 252 for the whole thing.
Okay, now let's find the other small area which we have to subtract. Any suggestions how to do that?
How can I find this area down here?
Can we calculate width and length for the small area? Oh,
Yeah,
vice
how
versa.
can I find the width? Yeah, you had it the other way around.
Yes, this is the length, and this
Someone
is the
says
width.
232 maybe for the final answer. So they think this might be 20.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't calculate it yet. So what our lengths?
Well, we
have to.
know this side is 12, right?
Uh-huh. And this side is 12, and the other side is 8.
Yeah, this
So
is
what does
only
it
8.
give us for the width? So what is
So
our width?
what's left to make up 12?
I would say 4, probably. 8 plus 4 is 12.
That's right. Okay. And
Now
what
we
about
have
across?
21 and 14. So what lengths equal to? What do we need to add to 14 to get to 21, which is total?
21 and 14. Me, I would subtract.
Hmm?
Or remember my 7 times tables. This is 2 times 7 and 3 times 7. So there's only 1 7 difference between them.
Mm-hmm. So can we say that length equals 7?
So the length is 7. So you're
So,
very, very close, AOL. But what's
so
7 times 8? Or 7 times 4, rather?
7 times 4. How about if we say 7 plus 7 plus 7 and plus 7? Would that be 4 times 7?
Mm-hmm. 4 times 7 gives?
Let me guess, 7 plus 7, 14, right? This is half of it. So
Yep.
14 plus 14 would be 28.
28 from chat as well. Awesome.
Very good.
Great job in chat. So we're going to take away 28,
From
clean this up, from
252.
our 252 that Victor got for the whole thing. So we're not taking away just 20, we're taking away an extra 8, making it 28. So we take that 232 you had before and we're going to subtract that extra 8. What's that going to give us?
Any suggestions from the chat?
I think they're working it out. 224 is correct. Great job. Okay, and these little notches here, these apostrophes, they mean a foot. So what happens to the area when I do foot by foot? What's my unit going to be?
We multiply foot by foot, it probably be foot square.
A foot square. So we get 224 square feet. Awesome. Okay. Next problem. We're in our problem solving section. This one comes from Math Kangaroo. Math Kangaroo. The wingspan of a hawk from tip to tip of the wings measures 5 feet 2 inches, while its resting shoulder to shoulder width is 22 inches. What is the length of a single wing of the hawk? So we're going to need to know a bit about
And we need to know
wingspans and birds. What do you know about wingspans and birds, Victor?
that hawk is quite a big bird, so the wingspan should be big. Not as big as for the eagle, but still big.
Yeah.
So, and we need to establish the relationship between inches and foot. How many inches in 1 foot? Otherwise, you won't be able to calculate that.
Yeah. We have 5 feet and 2 inches versus 22 inches, so it's hard to compare and calculate.
And guys, please consider that 5 feet and 2 inches. How tall are you, for example?
How tall am I? I'm 5'10".
5'10", right? So
Yeah.
the wingspan of that bird is almost
Almost as
big
tall as me.
as you. It's just like 8 inches. So
Yep.
that's a huge wingspan, isn't it?
That's a big bird.
Yes, very big. And that bird can fly very fast too, due to that wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows how many inches in 1 foot?
How many inches in a foot? We need to know that. I think it's not as easy as we might know. 12 is correct. Somebody in chat said there's 12 inches per foot.
Okay, so if we know that, then we can transfer the wingspan tip to tip from feet and inches into inches itself, only inches. And
so 5 foot is how many inches?
I have to multiply 5 by 12, I guess.
12 times 5. That was on my times tables. Did you guys do up to 12 when you were in school? Victor?
Yes. Can I show a little trick which I always use when I multiply by 5?
Yeah, for sure. That's what we're here for.
That's what I'm doing usually. I take 12, 5 is 10 divided by 2, right?
Okay.
Equals 10 divided by 2. So what I do, I always add 1 0 and then divide it by 2. So basically I say 120, right? Because when we multiply by 10, we just have to add 1 0 to the number. So 12 multiplied by 10 is 120. And now we have to divide that by 2. And what is 12 divided by 2?
12 divided by 2 is 6.
6. And then we have only 0 to transfer next to the 6. And that gives us 60. That's the answer.
I love it. So put a 0 on it because you're timesing by 10 and divide by 2. Cut it in half.
Yeah.
That's a good way of doing that. Very cool.
And now we have 60, and all what we have 2 inches left. So we have to just add 60 plus 2. And the wingspan of tip to tip would be 62 inches.
62 inches for the entire wingspan. Okay. We got the entire wingspan. Going to clear off what we used already. Okay, we've got a wingspan of 62, and it tells us the resting is 22. Now we need one wing. A single wing. Where could I get that from?
Probably we have to subtract 22 from 62, but that would be 2 wings.
Yeah, if I subtracted 22 from 62, I take out this middle chunk. I'll have 2 wings. Okay, so 62 to minus 22. And then we're going to divide that by 2.
Because the question is single wing, not 2 wings.
I got someone saying B in chat. Do you agree?
And that's the right answer, I would say.
That is the right answer. I agree. Okay, awesome job, team. We got one more here, and we'll play a game. Let's look at this one here. Your turn to read, Sir Victor.
All right, with pleasure. The letters A through L are arranged in a circle so that any 2 neighboring bubbles contain letters that are either side by side or one apart from each other in the alphabet. Which pair of letters will be across from each other? Okay, and we have the alphabet here, A, B, C, D, E, F, and so forth.
So we have A through L,
and
we're putting them on a ring
yes,
of bubbles. And they've given us a couple pairs here. And one of the pairs is across from each other. We got to figure out which. I think this one's probably just easiest to do it, right?
I guess so, because we have to just find what is the letters which are the same distance from both sides.
Yeah, what's going to be the same distance in both directions? So, for example, B is 1 away this way, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 11 away if I go the other direction. So A and B can't work, obviously, because they're beside each other. But we need to find the ones that are equally distant from each other in both directions. Where can we find that more easily?
I would say that we have to probably investigate H and K. No, H and K is too close to each other. A and D is too close to each other. How about G and B? Maybe G and B might work. We have to figure that because they're more far away from each other than
Let's
any.
check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was close.
It's close, but not exact. So
we can
probably
get rid of the first 3 so far. They weren't equally distant from each other.
Yeah, F and I also is not the same distance. It's very close to each other. It's only F and I is only 3 apart. So
yeah, 3 apart.
Won't work either.
So if we just did it that way, we just had 2 to really check, because these ones were obviously too close.
Yeah,
G
so
and B
J,
was close to being close. So it's probably J and C. Let's see if
we have to
if we
prove it.
just did it. It was probably faster if we just wrote it out, right?
Yes,
But
but
now
then
we can apply the way we solved it to bigger problems without having to do it. Okay, so B is across from H, A from G, C from I. It's not even J and C.
no,
We tricked you again.
that's why you always have to prove. You can't just guess. You have to, in math, you have to prove your point. You have to
Yeah,
prove it correct.
so J and C are incorrect. We would have had to find one of the pairs that we're drawing now on our answer. Yep. Sometimes you got to be careful. Sometimes the answers are given to you, but they're not given to you. Okay, we're going to take a real short break just to get some water in us. We'll be right back with a game. And see you in a moment.
Okay, I see you in a moment.
Before we can play our game, we have to talk about how to add negative numbers to each other.
Oh, that's an interesting topic.
It's very interesting. So, I'm going to show you one way that I learned a long time ago. So if I have 5 plus -4. So the way I learned this was that the -4 is like 4 circles. Let's get a better circle there. Okay. And whenever I combine it with the other color of circles, let's call these ones blue. If I have 5 positive circles and I'm adding 4 negative circles, the -4 makes them negative circles, these are going to combine and go poof. A positive circle and a negative circle make no circle. Cancel, cancel, cancel. And what do I have left, Victor?
One. Just one blue circle.
Just one. So my answer is 1. Okay. You want to try one for me? Let's do 12. Sorry, I just got to get my colors right here. 12 plus -6.
Okay. So how would we do that? To do that, we would say that 12 is equal 6 plus 6. That would be 12, right?
Yep.
Plus -6. So if you write circles for 6 and -6, that would eliminate each other, right? 6 and -6 cancel each other. And all what we have left is 6.
Yeah.
So 6 is our answer here.
So your 6 is like my 6 dots. And your -6 is like my 6 red dots.
Red dots, and it's together, they gives you nothing. They eliminate each other.
So we're left with +6. Okay, awesome. Now that we've learned that, if you haven't already learned it before, we're going to add some negative numbers. Let me fix these real quick. Well, these were supposed to be negative. Okay. And so we're going to play some Battleship. It works just like Battleship. If you've ever played that game before, you're trying to sink my shapes that are hiding in the ocean. And to do that, you have to call out the grid location. But this time, instead of just saying the location, you have to do the operation, row plus column. So row is 1, -6 is our column. What happens when I have too many negatives, Victor?
Well, if you have too many negatives, that would be negatives. The answer would be negative, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to have...
It's exactly the same as when they are positive. The question is what's more, negatives or positives?
Yeah.
If more negative, the result would be negative.
So I'm going to have 6 red dots.
Yeah.
1 blue dot.
1 blue dot.
I cancel out 1.
And you have
I'm left with -5. Okay. And if you get your answer right, we're going to tell you if you hit or miss a ship. And in this case, you've hit one of my ships.
So should we finish going from left to right first, or from top to
Well,
bottom?
I'm going to go with whatever the chat tells me as they show up. And
Okay, let's
someone
see.
said 5 plus -3 is +2.
And that's correct.
That is correct. And that is a hit. And a sink of our circle ship.
Wow, that's a good guess. It was a good guess.
Right in the middle. Great job in chat. Sunk one of my shapes. Just got to move these up as a group.
I just wonder what would happen if we combine 1 and -24. That's a lot of negative numbers. 24 negative number.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's only one positive.
So, Victor, which one do you want to do? You want to do that 1 minus 24?
Yes, that's an interesting one because you have 1 positive and 24 negative. So if I remove 1 negative for 1 positive, I would be left with 23 negative.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer here would be -23.
-23.
3.
That is correct. I got another one in chat. It was a 12 plus -7 is 5.
Absolutely correct.
And that is, yeah, absolutely correct. And it's another hit, but not a sink this time. You're on fire, though. Chat is hit 2 for 2.
Yes, so
but Victor,
far.
I'm sorry, you missed.
I missed this -23. I worked so hard.
But
I worked so
I am as proud of you.
Yes.
I'm as proud of you for getting the miss as I am for a hit. Right? I want you to get it right. I don't want you to necessarily
Yes.
sink the ships. Right? These are my ships. I don't want you to sink them.
So.
Okay, what other one looks like it could be a little hard if this is your first time doing these?
If I would suggest, say, if we have 5, 12 and -7 is a hit, we have to try to sink that shape. So we have to probably try squares next to this 5.
Yeah, we should probably try one of these.
Yes, either 12 and -3 or 12 and -24. Or 1 and -7 and 5 and -7.
Well, chat agrees with you. They said that 12 plus -3 is 9. Did they get that one?
And is it a hit?
They got it, and it is a hit. There's a ship there, not sunk yet.
Okay, so if it's not sunk yet, probably we have to move to 12 and -24 or 12 and -8.
Yeah. So try nearby.
Yes.
One of the ones with the black dots on it was probably going to be a hit because it's nearby.
Yeah, I think we have to start working on the horizontal because we have 2 hits horizontally. So 12 and -8, what that would be?
12 and -24, someone said is -12.
And that's correct.
Correct.
Because -24 consists of 2 positive 12s.
Exactly, just like your 6 example. It was 2 6s.
Yeah.
Made 12, and we were taking away a -6, or adding a -6. -12 is correct, and a hit. Not a sink yet, though.
Wow. So now we have to figure out 12 and -8. And probably if somebody figured out 12 and -24, they can figure out 12 and -8 as well.
They can. They're on fire so far. They have hit 4 for 4 in chat. They've got 4 for 4 correct and hit 4 ship parts out of 4 shots. 12 plus minus 8 is 4, they say.
Mm.
Do you agree, Victor?
Yes, I
Should we
agree.
tell them what's going on there?
Yeah, of course.
Do you
They
think it's a hit
deserve,
or a
well
miss?
deserved.
What do you think?
Is it a miss?
Do you think it's a hit or a miss? I want you
I
to
think it's a,
predict.
I think it's a hit.
It is
I
a hit.
predict it.
It is a hit, and we have sunk the hexagon.
Wow, that's a big ship, I would say.
It is a very big ship.
Hmm.
Totally sunk. Great job, chat. That's 5 for 5 on the hits. I think we know where to target next now. Because our first shot was not a sink.
So probably I would suggest we should go horizontally as well here.
Yeah,
Or
it
basically we
could
have to try
be
this and that. We have to try those two
one of
squares.
these two is probably the best move.
Yeah.
Yay! Chat says yay!
Yeah, so
I'm
12
excited too.
minus 6 is very similar to what we solved before we started this game.
Yep, 12 plus minus 6. I think that's your exact example.
Yeah. Should we
So
remind the answer?
I think we could probably give them an answer.
Yeah, that would be 6.
Not
12
negative 6, Mr.
minus
Andy.
6
Just
would be
6.
6.
Okay. And chat agrees. They said it before we did. Awesome
Wow.
job.
Wow.
They have a good memory.
Yes.
They hit,
Oh,
but no sink.
so we have to keep going. 5 and minus 6, what that be? It's very similar again to your example before. Remember, if
Yeah, I just switched the signs, I think.
you sides, you have 5 and 6, right? Just opposite. It was negative
6
5 and
and minus 5.
positive 6.
5 plus negative 6 is 1, they say.
Oh, but what's bigger, minus 6 or 5? 6 negative, 5
Oh,
positive.
they corrected it to negative 1.
Negative, that's excellent answer. Negative 1. Yes. It
Yes,
should be
yes.
a hit too.
That is a hit as well. Sinking the
And,
triangle. We just have the trapezoid and
left.
the pentagon to sink.
Pentagon, it would be difficult, probably just one square to get a pentagon, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, and we have a lot of squares left.
we do.
So maybe I give it a try and say, we have 2. What was 2? It was a hit or a miss? It was a miss.
2 was a hit and sink of circle.
Okay. It's a circle, I see. So
There's 2 single ships, single square ships.
let me try to help. So what is 13 minus 3? I would say that probably would be 3 less than 30, and it would be a positive number because definitely 30 is much bigger than 3. So 30 minus 1, 29, minus 2, 28, minus 3, 27. The answer
27.
is 27.
Okay,
And
Victor, you just got a hit.
wow, wow, what a luck.
Yep. And I'm not kidding. Like, these guys are on fire.
Yeah,
Chat also says 2 plus minus 3 is minus 1.
yes, and that's correct.
And that's another hit.
So we destroyed the whole fleet?
Not yet.
It's a hit, but not, I
Hit
see.
but not a sink. We still got to figure out, is it going to go to the left?
Yeah.
Or is it going to go to the right?
we have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares to address.
Mm-hmm. The dots are our suggested squares.
Yeah.
2 plus -7 is -5.
5, yes.
That is
And
correct, but is chat's first miss of the day.
wow. No, I missed
Still,
first. The second miss.
they've
Minus
been
20.
correct for like everything so far.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
job, chat.
Mm-hmm. Well, so let's try the other one. 2 and -8. It's very similar to 2 and -7.
You've got to be
But
very close.
yes, but 8 is 1 more than 7, so it should be more negative. 1 more
More
negative
negative than
minus
-5.
5.
30 plus -8 is 22, says chat.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed and a hit.
So now we have to figure out 30 and -7, right? Which is very close to 22. But we're subtracting a little less, so the number should
Yeah.
be a little more.
How big do you think this is on the grid?
Quite big, I would say. It looks much bigger than this one.
Hmm. Oh, it's much bigger, yes. But do you think we're gonna sink it here?
I think probably we have to finish all of this. We
Probably.
have to do all of it. So
Chat
13
says 2 plus
-7.
-8 is -6.
Uh-huh. Yes. And if we're going on, and then we're subtracting 7 from 30.
And
And
that is
then,
a hit and sink on our pentagon.
wow. Okay, so
So now we just have one lonely ship hiding in the ocean here.
yes.
We only have
And
one
we
hit left
already,
out of all these misses. We've only missed twice today, Victor.
wow.
That is very unlikely.
Incredible. That's a very good result.
This is the best result ever. So I think this is the best I've ever seen any group of players do
Mhm.
for battle shape. Okay, so we have one shape left to sink.
So maybe we'll try 2 and -24 since we are on a roll with big negative numbers.
On a roll. Okay, 2 and -24. What do you got there, Victor?
-22.
-22. And Victor gets another miss.
Uh-huh.
We won't count that towards
But
chats, of
yes, we
course.
eliminated one square from consideration.
Indeed, indeed. 30 plus -24 is +6 according to chat.
Mm. And that's correct.
That is correct, and we get another miss.
Yeah.
Only chat's second miss of the day, but that's okay. There's lots of squares to check. Maybe we should give a hint. It's near the teal ship.
When I was working in the scientific community, we were always trying to say that a negative result is also a result because it eliminates some options which you should not consider anymore.
That's true.
So as long as we calculating correctly, everything is good. It's working in to our advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my hint is look at the squares near the teal ship, near the hexagon.
Mm-hmm. So let me maybe try 2 and -6 would be -4.
1 plus -3 was -2, according to chat.
2 and -3, yes.
Okay.
1 and -3 -2.
That's a hit, but you hear an echo when you hit that splash. nearby. What was the other one that you did? I missed it.
Okay, we can try 2 and minus 6, which is minus 4.
2 and minus 6 was minus 4.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to eliminate 1 as well.
Mm-hmm.
We heard an echo coming off of this one here.
So let's try something similar. 1 and minus 7, what'd that be?
One of these two, I think.
Yeah. Let me guess. 7 minus 7. We have minus 7 and only 1, right? So let's eliminate 1 from 7. It would be minus 6.
Chat also said minus 6. And that is correct. It is our final hit.
Finally, I hit something. See, if you try a lot,
if you try hard enough, you'll hit.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent.
And we won.
Okay. And just so you don't think I was making up the spots, here's the solution. There we go. Great job, team. How many hits, chat? You only missed 3 times. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. We only had 1 hit. So 13 out of 15, or 12 out of 14.
That's a very good
That's
result.
a really good record for chat. That's awesome. Great job. Okay. Now we're going to take another short little break while we set up our puzzle. Not too long this time. We can even chat if you want, Victor.
Yes.
How did you find that game?
Well, it's interesting. Usually I am not playing those games with my students.
That's why you like engaging math circles, isn't it?
Well, I have my favorite games. I like with my students, if I want to let them relax, I play either Nerdle or I move cars around. I found some kids like moving cars around very much.
Oh, moving cars around. That's one of my favorite ones. That'll probably be a warm-up for us sometime. I'll make sure I get that for next week.
Yes, yeah. So I like that. Nerdle's a good one, but I don't know, maybe it's too early for this group.
Maybe.
Nerdle. So Garage is probably a good one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, chat. It's time for our puzzle.
Wow, interesting.
This one is similar to Math Kangaroo, yes.
So, should I read it?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, Math Kangaroo, 4 points. There are 5 magnets of equal size, each side of which has a different number on it. Alan places the magnets on the refrigerator in positions from 1 to 5, as shown in the picture, so that the numbers attached each other are equal. Which of the magnet will be in position number 1? Oh, interesting. So, how would we solve that one?
Well, we got to start matching them up.
Yeah, I guess so.
They have to have equal sides, so we have to start figuring out who can be beside who.
I can see 9 and 9.
Yep, 9 and 9, so we could have
them side by side, yeah.
Red moved here
to
be next to purple.
Then,
or I guess we should call this pink because red is the final position. So pink next to purple.
Yeah. Okay.
And it looks like they gave us a nice one right here.
Yeah, that makes it easy. We have 3, 3, 9. Now I can see 2. No, but this 2 is already here. So,
We also have only two pieces that are facing upwards.
mhm.
So maybe there's only two pieces that can actually match the top one with a bottom one.
So, we can have 1 and 1. Have one here and one here.
So pink can be above yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But now we see a problem, right? If we had pink above yellow,
Mm-hmm.
pink
Then,
is the last one in a chain of three. That would mean that we'd have pink here and yellow here, but there's no magnet there.
mm-hmm.
So we
Yes.
can't have it set up like that. At least not like that. We could have blue cut out of the chain on top. Which means we'd need someone to connect two to.
Yeah.
What's the other top to bottom connection that we have to make?
Top to bottom. We have
Are there any
8.
sevens on the bottom?
No, I don't see it. Don't see any 7s on the bottom, but I can see 8 on the bottom.
So we could have this one connected to the bottom here,
Mm-hmm.
or we have a 4 here.
Or we have a 4 there. Yes, that's right. I missed that 4.
Mm-hmm. So what has to be on the bottom is either yellow, green, or purple. And they have to be beside each other as well. So can I put yellow, green, or purple next to each other?
What do we have from the chat? People suggesting something?
We actually are down to nobody. It's okay.
Okay.
We're playing with ourselves.
Okay.
Well, there is one viewer, but they aren't chatting at the moment.
Okay, I see. So what do we do here? Can we move these things around so we can really, instead of connecting them, maybe we can
Sure.
try organize them.
Okay, so we think yellow. Oh no,
Ah,
I gotta grab the numbers too.
yeah,
Yellow, green, or purple are at the bottom.
yes. Then we have this one. Ah, no, but 7 to 6. Okay. Then,
Wait a minute.
so, but we can't do it this way because 7s, when they touch each other, they have to be equal to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 7 and 6 and 3 and 5 doesn't work.
So it looks like we have to have pink above yellow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that works. 1 and
Yeah.
1 works.
Let me make some room here. You know the puzzle. We know pink has to go above yellow.
1, yes. Now 9 and 5, 7, 8.
But if we use purple on the bottom, yellow has to be on top.
Well, but if we move,
But it doesn't work that way.
can we move this here to 2 to 2?
2 to
This
2?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
We can try that. 2 to 2. Yes, like that.
Okay, so we need a 0 on the top.
0. This 0 is on the bottom. I can see
Yeah.
0 on the bottom.
And there is no 0 on the top for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I see the solution though.
So A. I don't yet.
Well, I think that we have this connection here.
Okay. Then we can move 9 here. We can move 9
Yeah.
to here. Yes. And then 5 here.
And the 5 and the 4 fit in here with the green.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
what's in position number 1?
what was which letter is that? Was that?
It's purple, so we gotta figure out what letter it is
Mm-hmm.
by rewinding. It was
Purple.
E.
E. So E is the answer.
E is the correct answer. Great job.
Mm.
Okay, hope you enjoyed that puzzle. Victor, it's time to strain your eyes again.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta find the odd one out.
Oh. Odd one out. Okay. I found it. The bottom right.
Bottom right.
This one. Because it's mixed. Yeah.
But if you're in chat and can see what it is, tell us what the difference is. What's missing or what's
The difference
there that's
is
not.
it's the differences here.
Oh, Victor, you gave it away.
Sorry.
I thought chat might find it.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. We've got another one.
I bet we have. We have plenty of games.
I love puzzles and games because they get your brain juices flowing. They get you thinking.
That's a tough one. Very busy picture.
We got another viewer back. Hello. Say hi in the chat if you like.
Now I'm staying quiet.
Well,
Well, let's see how the viewers do. Anybody figured this out?
Okay, Victor, did you find it?
No, it's a tough one.
It's a tough one. Well, if you think of this as like an overhead map, you're looking for a building out of place.
Yes, that I figured this out, but too many buildings on this map. It seems to me that probably this one. Am I right?
Which building?
I think it's somewhere here. Let me clear so everybody can see it.
I don't know. I see rectangle, rectangle, square, rectangle
And here?
on all four.
Hmm.
There is a building that's missing, and it's not a small one.
Not a small one.
Not a small one. Not a
Ah,
not the
okay.
biggest one.
Now I see. This one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the one. That's the one.
This building is missing from that
Yes.
corner.
Missing. Yes, that's right.
Awesome.
And it was a big building. Yes. Not the biggest, but the big one.
Okay, we're looking at Q&A time up next. So we're hoping that we have somebody in chat to ask us any questions they might have about math, maybe from their math homework or a topic that they need some help with, and we will help them out with it. So we do have one viewer. If you are able to chat, feel free to ask us anything you like. If not, we're gonna jump over to our next portion. So we'll give a few moments for people to type in what they want to ask. What would you ask if you were given a question and answer period, sir?
Mhm. I would have asked you, what do you like about teaching at EMC?
Great question. I love,
What's your favorite?
for me, I love teaching the way of thinking that I use. So I know that sounds weird, but not everybody thinks the way I do. Not everybody um, has solved math the way I've solved math. And so I find it fun to teach my little tricks that I feel like nobody else really uses.
Mhm.
So I really love circle 6, 7, 8, 9, that area, because those are where I've got some weird ways of thinking of things that I like to share with the kiddos.
Mhm.
But I'm also a big fan of the games, so um, yeah, basically anytime I have an opportunity to show how a game can help you become better at math or science,
Mhm. Yes.
we learn through play. It's something that humans love to do. And so by playing games like Spot the Differences or Find the Odd One Out,
Mhm.
they may seem like they're pointless. They don't seem like they're doing math, right? But
Mhm.
eventually you're going to have an equation and you've got to spot the difference between the two equations. Where's the difference in values?
Mhm.
Because you might have made a mistake. You might have to
Yeah.
find the odd thing out in a set of data. Like when you were doing your calibrations, you're going to be
Mhm.
looking for odd that odd time out where it didn't work, and you've got to work on the edge cases.
Yeah.
So practicing looking for those things is just as important as practicing your math skills to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I love teaching at EMC, because we
Those.
actually do that.
Yeah, and play those games, and it brings me to the point that probably it applies to programming as well, to find out
Mhm.
what's wrong in your code when you
Yes.
try. And the fastest way is we can just, instead of running all the tools on it, just to look at it and try to find it out by visually
Yep.
first. The easiest way to get it. Then if we cannot succeed there, then we start using more advanced techniques.
Yes.
to find your
If
box.
if you
Yes,
forgot a semicolon on a line of code, that
yeah,
can make it totally different in
yeah,
its function, and you're just looking for that one line that's a different color, or
yeah,
that one that one variable that has the different letter in it because you used
yes,
the wrong code. That's a very good
yeah,
point.
yeah. But also now it's like the game is changing because of the artificial intelligence, which are doing a lot of very repetitive job. So it makes it
Yeah,
easier, but you still have to know what you're doing
yeah.
one with the other.
And you still have to be able to fix what AI is not getting right.
Hmm.
So there's still
Yeah,
that part of it too.
yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so I didn't get any questions in chat, so we're going to head over to our next segment, which is a live video recording. So we're going to be teaching a little bit about integers. So at this point, Victor, I'm going to record this one on my own, so we're going to say goodbye.
Okay.
So
All right.
it
It
was
was my pleasure
been a
to
very
share.
nice time having you here. Thank you so much
Yes.
for being a guest,
Yeah.
and
And
we would love to have you back every Wednesday. Does that sound good?
yes, sounds very good. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, I'm going to call them Victor Wednesdays from now on.
Okay, guys. Nice
Okay,
meeting you all and see you again soon.
thanks, Victor.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, so our live recording session. This is for our YouTube channel. You're supposed to clap so they know where to start recording, but then I just screwed it up. Okay, today we're going to be talking about integers. They are a different type of number. Integers are a very different type of number, but let's look at all the numbers here. Maybe we'll spot an integer on this screen here. So let's take a look. I definitely see some prices over here. What type of numbers are those prices given in? If you said decimals, you're correct. Great job. Okay. What about the date up here? What type of number is that? If you said whole number, you're correct. And I see another number down here, the temperature. What is the temperature today? It's not above 0. It stopped at this one here. This is at below 0. We call this a negative number. It's at minus 10 degrees Celsius in this case. Minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit is very, very cold. So minus 10 is our goal. And that's what we're talking about. These are integers. So integers are positive numbers and negative numbers, but not decimals and not fractions. I only want whole numbers. So to get the integers, we're talking about -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. We can keep going up. We can keep going down. Where do you see them in real life? Well, you'll see them on ground floors or on elevators. You might see, instead of negative, they might put a B here, or B1, basement 1, basement 2. But those are just negative numbers. They're going underground instead of going up. The ground floor is sometimes called the first floor, but sometimes it's just called G. And so you'll have the ground floor like your 0 floor. You'll also get negative numbers when you have debt. How much money do I have in my bank account? If I have $100 that I owe the bank because I took out too much money, then I would have negative 100 as my balance. And we usually put brackets around that when you're doing finances. We already talked about temperature, but also sea level. Sea level is positive when we're above sea level, but they'll usually write below sea level. Instead, they could have just used negative numbers to go below sea level. So negative numbers, we can also see them on the number line. Okay, if I go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I can go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still 5 away from 0, so negative 5 is 5 to the left, and positive 5 is 5 to the right of 0 on our number line. There's nothing really negative about negative numbers. They're not bad. It's just the name we give them. We give numbers to the right the name positive, and numbers to the left the name negative. But they're just opposite directions, east and west, or up and down. Positive and negative are just opposite directions from 0. Five and negative 5 are opposite numbers. So if I negate something that's a negative, what's the opposite of negative 5? The opposite of negative 5 is positive 5. So whenever I have minus a minus, I get a plus, because it's the opposite of the opposite. Now we're going to add some integers. If you were watching our live stream, we did that earlier today, but this video, purpose of this video, I can have 4 cases. I can have a positive plus a positive. We should already know how to do that. Just add them together. But I could have negative numbers and adding positive numbers. On the number line, we're going to start from the first number we're given, negative 1. And then we add 4. When we add, we go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we landed on 3. Pause the video and try these 2. See if you can figure out where they are going to be. Okay, negative 7 is over here as a start, and we're going to go plus, so right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's at negative 3. And then from negative 4, that's right here, we're going to go plus 4. Well, negative 4 and plus 4 are opposites, so they're going to negate each other out, and we'll get 0. So what direction do we move while we're adding? We're always moving right on the number line, or in the positive direction. But what if I want to subtract from integers? Okay, 10 minus 4 we should know is 6. How did I get from 10 to 6? I went to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now we have 2 minus 4. I'm going to go to the left 4. when I'm subtracting, I always go left. Try to see if you can get green and yellow. Okay. -7 minus 4 is -11. And 0 minus 4 is -4. Great job if you got those. Keep up the great work. Okay. But what if I have a double negative? What if I'm subtracting a negative? We have to remember that -3 is the opposite of -3. So this is the same as 5 plus 3. If I'm taking away a negative, it's like I'm adding a positive. Okay, so 5 minus -3, I'm actually going to go right 3 and get 8. Okay, this says go to the left because it's subtraction, and this says no, go the opposite direction. So we're going to go to the right. Okay, let's do some practice. Using some of our techniques that we just showed, we're going to subtract these integers. (13 minus 40). We're going to start at 13 and we're going to go 40 to the left because of the subtraction. Okay, that means we're going to go 13 steps to get back to 0, and we'll still have 27 steps to go left, -27. Here we have 9 minus -12. That's the same as 9 plus 12, and so we get 21. 1 minus 19 is going to be -18. -28 minus -7 is the same as adding 7. So we're going to start at -28 and go 7 to the right. We're going to go 7 closer to 0, which gives us -21. And then -3 minus 15, that's also -18. We're starting at -3, and we're going to go to the left 15 spaces. This one's a little trickier. We've got 3 to do. We have -10 minus 5. Okay, so that looks just like this part. When I have addition and subtraction, I just do the first one I see, left to right, and I pause, get the answer, and keep going. -10 minus 5 is -15. Plus -5, plus a minus, I'm going to go to the right with the plus, but the negative sign says, nope, I'm the opposite, go left instead. So we're going to go more negative in this case, and we're going to get -20. Did you get all those? If so, great job. If not, we'll keep practicing. Let's do a weather example. On Monday, the temperature was 3 degrees. On Tuesday, there was a sudden drop, and the temperature went down by 8 degrees Celsius. On Wednesday, the temperature rose 4 degrees Celsius, but dropped another 8 degrees Celsius on Thursday. What was the temperature on Thursday? Okay, so if you have a nice thermometer, you can use it, but we can use our number line from today. Start by drawing our 3 degrees Celsius. Okay. On Tuesday, there was a sudden drop. So we went down by 8. 1, 2, 3 will get me to 0. Can't draw 0. Okay. And I still have 5 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to land on negative 5 degrees Celsius. Okay. On Wednesday, the temperature rose by 4. So we're at negative 5, we're going to go up 4. And that's the one before 0. Negative 1 degrees. But then Thursday dropped even more. So I need to move this over. Make some more room. Okay. So I have to go down 8. If I go down 4, I have to go down 4 more. What do you think we got? If he said negative 9, that is correct. And that's our final answer. The temperature was negative 9 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's our introduction to adding integers. I hope those were helpful for you, and we'll see you next time at EMC. That was our live recording, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next time. See you tomorrow with grades 7 and 8 as our content. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful time, and we'll see you in the future.